Take a slow, deep breath before you take this in. What you are about to hear is not ordinary. It is not coincidence, and it is not happening without meaning. Right now, somewhere in your life, there is someone younger than you who is standing on the edge of a truth they have been holding inside for far too long. This is not something they planned. They did not wake up one morning and decide to fall for you. It happened quietly, unintentionally, and then all at once, so deeply that turning away became impossible. At first, you were simply someone they noticed, someone interesting, someone admirable, someone whose presence felt different from others. They respected you from a distance, observing you without expectation. But admiration slowly turned into curiosity. Curiosity became emotional attachment, and emotional attachment transformed into feelings they never meant to carry this far. They have been watching you in silence, not in an intrusive way, but in a careful, thoughtful way. They notice the small things others overlook. The way your voice changes when you speak about something you care about. The way you stay composed even when life has clearly exhausted you. The way you carry strength without needing to prove it. The wisdom you hold does not feel connected to age. It feels earned. Sometimes they catch themselves thinking, how can someone be like this? You make them feel safe yet challenged, comforted yet inspired, calm yet curious about becoming more. And here is the truth they barely admit even to themselves. Your maturity is exactly what pulled them in. They do not see you as older. To them you are deeper. Where they lack experience, you offer clarity. Where they hesitate, you stand firm. Where they feel lost, you seem grounded. The age difference does not feel like distance to them. It feels like balance. Something that fits rather than separates. For a long time they said nothing. They tried to silence these feelings. They reasoned with themselves late at night. They're too mature for me. They won't take me seriously. What if I ruin what we already have? So they stayed quiet. They laughed with you, talked normally, acted casual, played their role well. But every conversation stayed with them longer than it should have. Every word you said replayed in their mind when the world went quiet. They wondered if you noticed the way their voice softened when talking to you. They wondered if you felt that pause when eye contact lingered just a moment too long. They wondered if you sensed the emotions they were hiding behind normalcy. The feelings grew heavier with time, and then something changed. Recently, they reached a point where silence began to hurt more than the idea of rejection. They realized that if they never spoke, they would carry regret far longer than heartbreak. This stopped being a simple crush. It stopped being admiration. What they feel now is emotional connection layered with deep attraction, something that refuses to fade. They are drawn to your mind more than your presence, your words more than your appearance, your strength more than your kindness. They are scared, yes, but they are also exhausted from pretending they feel nothing. The confession is closer than you think. You may notice subtle changes soon. They may seek your company more often, ask questions that feel deeper than before, become nervous around you without knowing why, compliment you in ways that feel personal, intentional, and sincere. They are slowly gathering courage, because when they speak, they want you to understand one thing clearly. This is real. They want you to know that even though they are younger, their feelings are not careless or impulsive. If they could speak freely right now, they would say, I know the world might judge this. I know you might doubt it, but what I feel isn't temporary. I didn't choose this. It chose me. They are not asking for promises. They are not demanding a future. They simply want honesty and the chance to be seen for who they truly are, why this happened. This connection did not happen by accident. Out of everyone they could have met, you are the one who shifted something inside them, and they don't fully understand how. You made them feel seen without effort. You listened without judgment. You didn't talk down to them. You didn't dismiss their thoughts or treat them like just someone younger. With you, they didn't have to perform. They didn't have to impress. They didn't have to pretend to be stronger, smarter, or older than they are. You gave them space to exist as themselves, and that is where love quietly begins. The mental attraction is stronger than the physical. Yes, they are drawn to you physically, but that isn't what keeps them awake at night. What stays with them is the way you think, the way you speak with intention, the way you've faced life and still remain kind. Instead of feeling intimidated, they feel inspired. They catch themselves thinking, if I were with them, I would become better. And that thought scares them because it feels serious. The age gap is their greatest internal conflict. They ask themselves questions they can't escape. Will they ever see me as an equal? Will my age make me seem immature? What if they think this is just a phase? They know society judges. They know people talk. They replay every possible reaction in their mind. Your smile, your silence, your hesitation. This fear is why they waited so long. They've tried moving on, tried liking people their own age, tried distractions, but every comparison leads back to you. Others feel rushed, others feel shallow. With you, it feels grounded, real, meaningful. Something recently pushed them over the edge. Maybe a small comment you made, maybe the way you supported them without realizing it, maybe the strength you showed during a difficult moment. Whatever it was, it made them realize they don't want to lose you, even emotionally. So they imagine the confession, not dramatic, not impulsive, just honest and vulnerable. The moment that changes everything. The moment will feel ordinary on the outside, but unforgettable on the inside. No big scene, no audience, just truth. They are waiting for a moment when you're calm, present, and truly listening. Their heart will race, their voice may shake, and right before they speak, they will think, even if this changes everything, I have to say it. They will say something like, I know I'm younger and I know this might surprise you. I don't expect anything from you. I just need you to know how I feel. I respect you too much to hide it. They are not asking for certainty. They are asking for honesty. What they hope for is simple, that you won't laugh, that you won't dismiss them, that you won't reduce them to their age. Even a quiet, thank you for trusting me would mean more than they can explain. If you say yes, or even allow the connection to exist, something slow and powerful begins. Conversations deepen. Emotional safety grows. Mutual growth takes place. They rise toward your maturity. You soften into their sincerity. Age fades into the background. If you say no, they will respect it. They won't chase. They won't pressure you. But they will carry this truth quietly for a long time, because confessing was never about winning you. It was about being honest with themselves. The final truth. This connection entered your life for a reason. Whether it becomes love or not, something has already been awakened. Courage, awareness, emotional depth. This isn't about age. It's about timing, growth, and truth. And now, that truth is standing right in front of you.